Well, hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. I'm Ronald Lesko, and yep, it's vacation time. Hope you're having a good one. We are too, but we're still here, and we're live tonight. But we're doing something a little different. I'm here in the studio. John Ziola, our wonderful technician, is with me, and what we're going to do is play 24 songs from 24 artists who have appeared in past editions of the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. This is the fourth anniversary of our online series. The festival actually started back in the 80s in Greenwich Village. I'll tell you more about that later. But during the pandemic, Rod MacDonald and Ray Mysick had the great idea to start this up. And we've been doing it virtually on the first Sunday of the month since July of 2020. So we are starting our fifth season, celebrating our fourth anniversary, and we have a ton of highlights. In fact, we're going to do this not only this month, but next month as well. So if there's somebody that you remembered fondly from the festival, would like to see again, by all means, let us know. You can either write to us or put a little note in the chat feature on YouTube and Facebook. I'll be looking at that throughout the evening. If you have any questions, by all means, by all means, ask, and we'll try to answer it for you. Now, I'm at my virtual beach here. This is not real. This is green screen, but this festival is also a virtual festival. And each month we've been able to bring all these wonderful artists coming from their homes and sharing some incredible songs. And you're going to hear that tonight. We're going to give you a little sampling of some of our favorites, and I believe some of yours as well. We're going to start off with an event that a performance that took place in October of 2020. And it features a good friend of the festival. You all know him from Peter, Paul, and Mary, and he is Noel Paul Stookey, and he's been with us a number of times, and we are so delighted to have him and share this song. This set of songs we're going to start off with tonight are songs that deal with our current times, our current situation, giving us hope and reason to go on. That's what folk music has always done so well. And I think if you watch this program every month, you get a great taste for it. So let me give you a taste for it right now. Let's roll the tape and welcome Noel Paul Stookey from October 2020.
There's a warning in the wind that comes wailing through the trees, a depression in the shoreline left by the pounding seas. There is a lesson in the drought that brings a country to its knees in these times. We are dancing with disaster when we live beyond our needs and pretend our hungry souls are not related to our greed. Life's a journey, but it's not about the speed in these times. In these times, we must be mindful of the gift. In these times, use our hands and hearts to lift the fallen spirit in this land, planting flowers in the sand, reaching out a helping hand in these times. As the perfect storm approaches and the gale around us roars, no longer can we close our eyes or hide behind our doors. Our choice is fewer now by what we've chosen to ignore in these times. The ship of state is drifted and it's getting hard to steer. It's a complicated issue, but the direction's pretty clear. And each of us is who we need to get to there from here in these times. Ooh, in these times. must be mindful of the gift in these times. Use our hands and hearts to lift the fallen spirit in this land, bringing water to the sand, reaching out a helping hand in these times. In everything that's living, there is a promise of a love planted in the seeds below and in the stars above. We must listen to its message, become faithful stewards of these times. Ooh, in these times, we must be mindful of the gift in these times. Use our hands and hearts to lift the fallen spirit in this land, planting gardens in the sand, reaching out a helping hand in these times.
When the neighbor first moved in, I'm the one who built the fence, and I'm the kind who can hold out her hand if I know my line of defense. And we are living in interesting times, and the sky falls every day. And I used to think my fence could make the world go away. But this morning all I know is I wanna fall down and cry. This morning I don't need my fence, I need my neighbor on the other side. I've seen my neighbor with her children in the morning, other side, driving them to school. And I've seen her play a game in the driveway. She knows how to set and bend a rule. And I don't know that much about her, but I dropped in and we talked at her store. And each time I come away wanting to know a little bit more. And this morning all I know is I wanna fall down and cry. This morning I don't need my fence, I need my neighbor on the other side. And I'm not the first one to a protest, and I am the last one with a sign. And I mostly want to be left in peace to make my pretty designs. And I don't know from trade agreements, and I don't understand all I hear. But I wasn't certain when the neighbors moved in, and now I am glad they are here. And this morning all I know is I wanna fall down and cry. This morning I don't need my fence, I need my neighbor on the other side.
Yip Harburg, who wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, wrote this for my dad, which goes like this. I went down to that St. James Infirmary, and I saw some plasma there. I upped and asked the doctor man, now was the donor dark or fair? The doctor laughed, great big laugh, and he puffed it right in my face. He said, a molecule is a molecule, and he puffed it right. And the damn thing has no race. And that was news. Yes, that was news. That was very, very, very special news. Because ever since that day we've had those free and equal blues. You mean you heard that Dr. Clare, that the plasma in that test tube could be a white man, black man, yellow man, red? That's just what that doctor said. Then he put down his doctor book and gave me a very scientific look, and he spoke out plain and clear and rational. He said, metabolism is international. And that was news. Yes, that was news. That was very, very, very special news. Cause ever since that day we've had those free and equal blues. So I stayed at that St. James Infirmary. I couldn't leave that place, it was too interesting. So I said to the doc, give me some more of that scientific talk, and he did. He said, melt yourself down into a crucible and pour yourself out into a test tube, and what have you got? 3,500 cubic feet of gas. That's the same for the upper and lower class. Well, I had to look that fast. Carbon, 22 pounds, 10 ounces. Iron, 57 grains. Not enough to keep a man in shape. 50 ounces of phosphorus, whether you're poor or prosperous. Hey, buddy, can you spare a match? Sugar, 60 ordinary lumps, free and equal rations for all nations. Then you take 22 teaspoons of sodium chloride, that's salt, add 38 quarts of H2O, that's water. You mix 2 ounces of lime, a pinch per quart of potash, a drop of magnesium, and a bit of sulfur, and a soup of hydrochloric acid, and you stir it all up, and what are you? A walking drugstore, an international metabolistic cartel. And that was news. Yes, that was news. So listen, you African and Indian, Mexican, Mongolian, Tyrolean and Tartar. The doctor's right behind the Atlantic Charter. The doc's behind the new brotherhood of man, as prescribed at Gettysburg, Iwo Jima, at Bull Run, and at Guadalcanal. Every man, everywhere is the same when he's got his skin off. And that was news. Yes, that was news. That's the free and equal blues.
Josh White Jr. That was a performance given back in 1920. Listen to me, 1820. Oh boy, so time is not my friend. 2020, actually, in August of 2020, Josh White Jr. was here. He was here a couple times on the festival. We also heard Cozy Sheridan in a song called My Neighbor, and that was from 2021, in April of 2021. And we started off with Noel Paul Stuckey, In These Times, a performance from October of 2020. Noel has also been with us a number of times over the last 4 years, and we also did a program for Music to Life, which is an organization that Noel and his daughter started, and is creating some wonderful music and sharing music from so many people around the world. And that's kind of what this festival is. This is the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. We are doing our anniversary show tonight, our first of two highlight shows we're doing this summer. We are celebrating our fourth anniversary and the start of our fifth season. And one of my former co-hosts on this program, a woman who was with me for so many years, once said something which really struck me about these Greenwich Village Folk Festivals. The fact is that they're archived and they are saved, and future generations are going to look at these videos and remember what the acoustic music scene was like in the early 2020s. And I'm just so happy that she's actually a guest with us tonight. Christine Lavin, welcome back. How are you?
Hi there, Ron. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. You sound
Oh,
great. You look
great.
great. It's good to see you again. You were a co-host, a co-MC on this festival for a number of years, and obviously you're doing so much. It was just too much for you to keep going. But I've been looking at your schedule. I see you're still doing some shows. You've got a great show coming up in August at the Town Crier with a couple of former Greenwich Village Folk Festival attendees. Your
Yeah,
summer's going well, I guess, huh?
I just came back from Ireland and Greece,
Wow.
and I have a fan in Greece who has a yacht, and there were 6 bathrooms on the yacht.
Oh my goodness.
It's like it was crazy. My brother was supposed to go with me, but then my brother couldn't go, so I went by myself, and then I toured Ireland myself, and I went to the Cobblestone, which is
Uh-huh.
in Dublin, and I sat in for 2 Wednesdays with a group that they have every 2 hours. There's a different group leader, and people just sing Irish songs and play along. And it was my first time in Ireland, and I'm from Ireland. My forebears are,
Right.
and so it was a great experience. But I'm back in New York, and I'm working on a theater project. So I haven't been that public with what I've been doing, but I've been working really hard.
Wonderful. You're one of the hardest working people I know in this community, and always doing such incredible things. Earlier this year, we did the Seasons Project. We had a special program on that, and that did remarkably well. Completely sold out, right?
Yeah, it's sold out, and it's up for a really big award, and that ASCAP gives once a year, and I'll find out in October, and I think it'll be a great thing for the project because we need to make more. There's such a demand for it. It's 80 songs
Yeah.
and 500 pages of liner notes, just about, and again, it's something that I created for the future because I know that people are going to be really curious about how we all dealt with the pandemic and how folk music was being written at the time of where AI is rearing
Hmm.
its strange head.
Oh,
Uh,
is
but it's so great to drop in on you guys and Rod McDonald and Ray Misek, the guys who are the producers of the show, are so great to keep doing it, and you are so great to keep being the MC of it too.
Oh, thank you. I have nothing better to do on Sunday, so I'm available. But no, I love this, and then just like you said, or as I mentioned before, this is something for the archives, for people in the future to see what we've been up to, and I'm so excited to be part of this, and so excited to have you back again, and I hope you'll come back again and do another set with us in the future. We're planning our fifth season right now, so we hope to
Sure,
see you again soon.
I'm writing a whole lot, so it'll be a great place to wear my new party dresses,
Excellent.
as Sally Fingerette likes to say.
Christine Lavin, thank you so much for dropping by, and we look forward to so many more great things in the future.
Bye.
All right. Well, we're having some fun here tonight. We expect a few more guests will be dropping by later tonight to join us, and again, we have more music to share. We're going to try to get through 24 songs tonight. Rod MacDonald picked a lot of these. We all had a little input, but Rod did a wonderful job putting these sets together. And we're going to start our next set. But before we do that, I just want to remind everybody, this is indeed a free festival. This is a gift to the community, but somebody's got to pay for that gift. And we want to keep doing this for another season and hopefully many more seasons to come. But We need your support in order to have that happen. So if you are able to, you'll see in the tip information about tip jars in the chat feature in both Facebook and YouTube. And if you're able to drop a few bucks to help keep this going, we greatly appreciate it. And you can also go to our website, greenwichvillagefolkfestival.org. We are a 501c3, and we enjoy doing this the first Sunday of the month. We have plans. I said we're starting our 5th season, and I'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. But right now, let's get back to some music. Through our magic time machine, we're going to go back to August of 22. And we're going to hear a song performed by the Fox Run 5. The Fox Run 5 is a loose-knit group that's created by the Fox Run Studios in Massachusetts. Neil Eckstein, Matt Nakoa, Jagoda, Eric Schwartz. How could I forget Eric Schwartz? And of course, the late Tom Prasado Rao, who passed away a few weeks ago. We're going to hear from Tom Prasado Rao later on in the program. But this is a song that Matt Nakoa took the lead on. It's a song called It's Okay to Be Wrong. And this starts a set with some songs that are rather personal and yet very universal. So let's roll the tape. Here are the Fox Run 5.
It's just after 3 a.m. I can't fall asleep again. The truth is pressing down on me. You and I weren't meant to be. But it's okay to be sorry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get angry when good turns to bad. It's okay to leave when you don't belong. It's no sin to grieve. It's alright to be wrong. Hard to feel you pull away when I sell my soul to make you stay. It's hard to watch this come undone. It's hard to know I'm not the one. But it's okay to be sorry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get angry when good turns to bad. It's okay to leave when you don't belong. It's no sin to grieve. It's alright to be wrong. Everything breaks. Let's just own our mistakes. It's okay to be sorry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get angry when good turns to bad. It's okay to leave. I don't belong. It's no sin to grieve. It's okay to be sorry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get angry when good turns to bad. It's okay to leave when you don't belong. It's no sin to grieve. It's alright to be wrong. It's alright to be wrong. It's alright.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my God. It's a hit. It's a hit.
This is a tune called Chasing the Light. It's not out yet, but we're going to put it out this year, so keep your eyes peeled. This is Chasing the Light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was restless as Tennessee, with my neck craned in a coal mine, and the canary was singing her song to me as I held you through the night. The army grabbed hold of my wandering soul and paid for my ticket out of the cold. So I got on the very first flight and left you to chase the light. Carolina, Caroline, I never did say goodbye. Carolina, oh Caroline, I didn't know what was mine. Hallelujah. By and by, Daddy went up to Greenville to pray with a friend who was digging through a hard time. And coming home, he was wrecked on the same dirt road where he taught me how to drive. It took 3 days to transfer the call to my post just west of the Berlin Wall. And before I could get on that flight, oh, Daddy went chasing the light. Carolina, oh, Caroline, I never did say goodbye. Caroline, I didn't know what was mine. Hallelujah. By and by, there's a song that we sang on the front porch with a fiddle and a washboard. Mama sang it out every Sunday, praying one bright morning someday. But I couldn't wait, so I flew away. Now I'm quiet as Tennessee, cancer erasing my mind. Like the cotton mama taught us to weave, you're the only loose end I can't tie. Carolina, why did I go? You're the last thing that I'll never know. Caroline, will you get on that flight? Pretty soon I'll be chasing the light. Carolina, oh Caroline, I never did say goodbye. Carolina, oh Caroline, I didn't know what was mine. Hallelujah. By and by, oh Caroline,
The house we're sitting in is actually the house my grandparents lived in. It's right next door to the house that I grew up in. A bunch of years back, Jay and I, a handful of years back, Jay and I moved here, and it was an experience, kind of fixing these places up. A little cathartic, a little learning experience, a lot of sweat, a lot of splinters. But whether it's life follows art or art follows life, I don't know. We started writing this song. The ideas of this song started long before we even thought of moving here. But there's no doubt that being in this place and experiencing everything that we have here affected this song. I think the place that you grow up and those formative experiences when you're a child and a teenager, they stick with you. They kind of make a structure that you live inside of, whether you realize it or not, like an invisible structure that you live inside of. And you don't even always realize that it affects all your responses and all of the way you react and the way you interact with other people in the world at large and how you interpret things. And it's maybe one of the hardest things to step outside of that and look at it and say, hey, is that in my best interest to live inside that space? Maybe yes, maybe no, but maybe worth thinking about. It's not about a house, but it's called This House. There's a hole in the wall right behind the dresser. There's a hole in the wall beneath the kitchen sink. There are holes in the walls of every single room inside this house. I scream and I shout every time that I am angry. I cry and I wail every time that I get hurt. I steam and I vent all of my frustrations into every single hole inside this house. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I live my life in, every single hour of every day. All the times I was told I was useless and ungrateful, all the pain and the sadness turned to anger and self-doubt, a foundation built to last beneath my sturdy prison. Though I struggled, I just could not let me out. But the rooms in this house, well, they started getting smaller. The walls bulged and swelled, there was no room left to breathe. I pulled all the shades so I wouldn't scare the neighbors. Would I die before I found the strength to leave? This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I live my life in, every single hour of every day. There's a house you can find all across this country, a house you can find from sea to shining sea, in every shape and every size, from mansions to apartments. You'll find lost but hopeful children just like me. No one else could save me, I had to decide. I broke the windows and the doors and pushed those shards aside. No one else could save me, I had to make the choice. I chose to let the light in, I chose to let the light out. I chose to raise my voice, raise my voice. This is the house that I was born in, the house where I was raised, the house I live my life in, every single hour, every single hour, every single hour of every day. Ooh, every day.
Yeah. Hawthorne.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Miles and Maffali. Catherine Miles and Jay Maffali. This House. And that was a performance from their house that was given back in March of this year. We also heard Ash and Eric from their house, a song called Chasing the Line. That was from February of this year. And I believe that song has also been issued finally as a single. You can check them out on their webpage. And Fox Run 5 with It's Okay to Be Wrong. Matt Nakoa taking the lead on that one. By the way, all of these artists we're playing tonight, you can find them on our GreenwichVillageFolkFestival.org page. We haven't disclosed who's coming up in the show yet tonight, but there is an archive, and I'm just looking at here where it says Meet the Musicians and Groups, and you can find links and little bios to all the artists who've played on this series since we started back in July of 2020. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're celebrating our 4th anniversary of live streaming on the first Sunday of the month, and beginning of our 5th season. I'm Ron Olesko, by the way. I don't think I introduced myself, but you probably know me by now if you've tuned in. I am also the host on Folk Music Notebook, which is a 24/7 internet radio station where many of the artists that you see on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival are played daily. And what I love about this festival is the fact that we get to be introduced to new artists, people who are carrying on in the folk tradition, and also visit with old friends who have opened so many doors and created the scene that we all love. Our next set is going to have a mix of those artists. And I'm so happy that this next gentleman is kicking off the set. And by the way, I sort of feel like an old MTV video DJ, playing all these songs tonight. But Rod McDonald deserves the credit. He put all of these songs together, put these sets together, and I think it's just marvelous. This next set, he titled Hymns and Blessings. And I think as soon as you hear the songs, you'll understand why. Our first performer in this set is an old friend of this festival. It's an old friend of mine. And I just love the song that he's about to sing. Please welcome, from July of 2023, Tom Chapin.
I was trying to write a song about hymn and what a hymn meant to me in the not religious sense so much, but we worked at this, and I'm not sure I can ever record this song, so I think I'll just do it live here. There are songs I barely know, songs that come and go, but the songs I know and love feel like hymns. A Motown hit, a sing-along, a lullaby, a Beatles song. This is the hymn book in my head. I pick a hymn, should do run, run, and when I'm scared to carry on, I belt it out to drive away the dread. These are my hymns, fa la 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 la, hymns, sha na 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 na. I sing 'em when I'm happy, sing 'em when I'm blue, relaxing in my living room or staring down the face of doom. Wop-bop-a-loop-bop-a-loop, bam boom. These are my hymns. Silent night, stormy weather, in my life come together. I know I'm of a certain age, and though your book may not have this page, these are the hymns I carry in my heart. Summertime, my funny Valentine, I'll sing lead and we won't need a chart to sing these hymns, fa la 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 la, hymns, sha na 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 na. I sing 'em when I'm happy, sing 'em when I'm blue, messing round my living room or staring down the face of doom. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, these are my hymns. da 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 da. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. E-I-E-I-O. Hallelujah. Fa la 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 la. Hallelujah. Sha-na-na-na-na. I sing 'em when we celebrate, sing 'em when we grieve. Songs so right, that ring so true, they touch the deepest part of you. Na 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 na. This land is your land, like a rolling stone. Where have all the flowers gone? Deep in my heart, I do believe. Wap-a-ba-loo-bop-a-lop-bam-boom. These are my hymns. These are my hymns.
The song is called Rock in This Pocket. And it's about the song of David and how he might have felt right before he threw that rock that he had in his pocket, David and Goliath. I know you're probably obsessed with the news the way I am, watching and waiting and thinking about November 3rd. And I can't help but think that that vote is like a rock that we each have in this pocket that we could throw, we could aim it, and that we, in fact, have to do that. So that's the mood of this song for me right now. Excuse me, if I may turn your attention my way. One moment, I won't plead. It isn't much, it's what I need. And what's so small to you is so large to me. If it's the last thing I do, I'd make you see. If you turn from me, you darken my sun. You snap that thin thread I call my horizon. And I'd like to remind you of something small, that the rock in this pocket could cause your fall. And what's so small to you is so large to me. If it's the last thing I do, I'll make you see. So small to you, it's so large to me. It's the last thing I do, I'll make you see. I might be out like a light, extinguished in the throw, but I'll hit my mark, and you'll know, 'cause I'm really well acquainted with the span of your brow. If you didn't know me then, you'll know me now. You'll know me now. And what's so small to you is so large to me. If it's the last thing I do, I'll make you see. So small to you, and so large to me. If it's the last thing I do, I'll make you see. Make you see. Make you see. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. This is a song I wrote with Michael Lilly. It's called Fire and Ashes. All that may happen, all that we've seen, all of the lives we've lived in between, is that all gone for good? What are the chances? What we lost in the fire, we'll find in the ashes. Well, I had a dream. It was just me and you. It was finally spring, and the world was brand new. There were birds on the trees and buds on the branches. What we lost in the fire, can we find in the ashes? I've heard a blessing begins as a curse. Often impossible to see it at first. We're at our best when we're faced with the worst. Sometimes we'd be faced with this, but we are where we are, and this is what it is. This too shall end, but until it all passes, you know what they say about playing with matches. What we lost in the fire, we will find in the ashes.
Tom Prasada Rao. TPR. Tom passed away a few weeks ago after a lengthy battle with cancer. And we were so lucky to have him with us a couple of times on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. I was lucky to have known him. I first met him at the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance Conference probably 20 years ago. He was a guest on my show, and it's obvious he was such an amazing songwriter. I think everybody knows his song $20 Bill that he wrote just days after the tragic murder of George Floyd. And he released that song initially as a video on his Facebook page. And I wrote him, I said, Tom, can I have a copy of that? And he sent me a copy. And then he also went out and asked other artists to record it. And at last count, over 200 artists recorded that song. But it's not just that one song. He had so many wonderful songs that others are now singing. And he's somebody that certainly will not be forgotten. And we were talking about having this archive to be able to present somebody like Tom and to be able to show future generations the power of his music. Rod MacDonald, who is a co-producer of this festival, is unable to be with us tonight. He's taking a well-earned vacation with his family, and he's somewhere high on a mountaintop right now. Maybe I should rephrase that. He's on a mountaintop right now, unable to get good cell reception. But he did send me a little note that he wanted to pass on with his feelings about Tom Prasado Rao. So I will read this to you all now. Tom Prasado Rao was one of the finest and most beloved singer-songwriters of our time, who always seemed to capture the moment with lasting grace. He was also an important writing partner with many fellow artists, inspiring everyone around him with his courage and his wisdom. The Greenwich Village Folk Festival is proud to remember his appearances in our concerts, and we extend our deepest sympathies to his family and loved ones. It's from Rod MacDonald. And I echo that. Not only was Tom one of the most important songwriters of our generation, but he gave us such an example of how to live a life, even when facing the odds that he ultimately succumbed to. He did it with dignity, and it's something I will always remember and cherish his memory. Tom Prasado Rao. I'm Ron Olesko. This is the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, and we are doing a highlights program this month, as we celebrate our 4th anniversary of presenting these concerts every Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. And we are about to enter our 5th season. And again, I think it's going to be another blend of some wonderful artists from our folk community, people that we know and love. And we hope to introduce you to many more new artists that are going to soon become your favorites as well. The next set of songs that Rod put together is called Articles of Faith. And again, I think when you hear these artists, you'll see why. Each are powerful artists in their own right. Let's begin with a performance given on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival in August of 2022 from Deirdre McCullough.
As Ron mentioned, the new album is called Endless Grace, and there are 11 songs on the album, and I'd say about a third of them were actually written during the pandemic. And 2 of them really, for me, came from a place of opposite ends. One was kind of talking about the hellish hellscape we were living through, and trying to survive. And the other, which surprised me, was written in the earliest part of the pandemic, and it was kind of looking forward and saying we'd get through this. And I did write that one first. I guess I needed to convince myself that everything was going to be fine. But we are moving forward, and there is much to be thankful for. As far as you can see, on a crisp, clear day. For all that we have lost, life still finds a way. Every note we've ever sung still rings. The coldest winter frost will finally pass. With spring, the roads that led us here were knit by fate. No matter how we try, there is no escape. We will know joy, we will know loss and pain. We will know love whose fickle wants will wax and wane. Our wounds are deep, and so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, come join the dance. That's how we pray. We riddle through our days as we try to grasp how the answers are less prime than the questions asked. Time holds us in a soft embrace and gives each waking moment some small share of grace. Our wounds are deep, and so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, come join the dance. That's how we pray. Nothing's ever promised. We've learned how to survive by choosing to make caring for each other be the guide. Our wounds are deep, and so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, come join the dance. That's how we pray. Our wounds are deep, and so's our laughter. The thread that joins them informs our faith. If you need a place to shelter, come join the dance. That's how we pray. Come join the dance. That's how we pray. Thank you all, Greenwich Village Folk Festival, for having me here.
Yeah, I'm a drag queen, and I'm out here. I'm a singer-songwriter first, and a drag queen almost second, or almost just right up there with it, slightly second, because I haven't been doing drag as long as I've been writing songs. So, but I do love what I get to do, and I love to, sing songs that are based on and come from my upbringing in really conservative fundamentalist spaces, and tell my journey of how I move moved out of that and got into all this. So this one is one of those, and it's called What Did You Drag Me Into? I call it my autobiography song, and I have to say it's about 85% true, because I'm still a drag queen, so I'm going to throw a few rhinestones on it. But here we go. This is What Did You Drag Me Into? Picture this, an American scene, lost in the cover of a magazine. Bible Belt baby wanna be a queen. Lord mama tried to keep a little boy clean. She found him with her high heels on, a 2-foot train of green chiffon. That messy lip was overdrawn, it was shocking and obscene. But mama knows that she's been blessed, and she's always done her best to cheer her little angel on, no matter how he's dressed. And now her baby boy is grown, on stage in wigs and silicone. After the show, she's crying, child, what did you drag me into? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What did you drag me into? I said, oh. Imagine this, it's Christmas Eve, time for the church nativity. Papa's in the front row trying to see, and he rubs his eyes cause he can't believe Mary, Mary, Mother Mild is played by a familiar child. His son is walking down the aisle, to a virgin shall conceive. But Papa takes most things in stride, and he works hard to provide. He likes tradition, and when gender roles are clear and codified, so he'll never understand why his son is not a man. All that he can say is, boy, what did you drag me into? Yeah, I was baptized at the age of 12. Under the water, I came under a spell. I heard the Holy Ghost in the chlorine. She said, girl, you better go make a hell of a scene. Yeah. Now, girl, you better go. I said, oh, la, la. Mama, why you melting down? Some babies show up with a crown, and nothing you can say or do's gonna turn that shimmer down. There ain't no need to be ashamed, but if you want someone to blame, look up to heaven and cry, Lord, what did you drag me into? Oh yeah, what did you drag me into? What did you drag me into? What did you drag me into? Yeah. What did you drag me into? What did you drag me into? What did you drag me into?
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Are we broken? I don't think we're broken, but I had to ask the question. Are you happy? I want to think you're happy, but maybe I don't know, 'cause everything changes. Everybody knows that. Now I am just longing for that time we played that song on our guitars, under a canopy of stars. Am I broken? I know my hand was broken, but I wonder if that's all. Am I happy? I know I should be happy, but sometimes I don't know. different kind of feeling, and I don't know what is true for me or for you. Are we broken? Sometimes when it's hard to see, it helps when you sit next to me. So are we broken? I'm pretty sure we're broken, but I think that that's okay. Because what's broken can heal a little stronger. At least that's what I know. And everything changes, including you and me. So let's get it together and do something to remember that we haven't lost our way. Now that's a perfect day. Let's have a perfect day. Perfect day. Today's the perfect day to have a perfect day.
Woohoo! Perfect. Mad Agnes. Oh, that was fun. That was from January of this year. Flamey Grant was before them with a performance that was given in February of 2024. And Deirdre McCullough from August of 2022, all performing live at the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. Today we're celebrating our 4th anniversary of bringing you great music into your homes from the homes of all these great artists. And you know, I one of the things I love about folk music is a sense of community. The Greenwich Village Folk Festival actually started in 1987 as a gift to the music and legacy of the village, and it took place on a real stage in Greenwich Village. The original producers and were the founding producers, Rod MacDonald and Ray Mysick, who are still with us, Jay Rosen and Jerry Hinson. And they held annual concerts from 87 through 94. And then in 2020, in July of 2020, we returned with these monthly online concerts the first Sunday of the month. Now, the Greenwich Village Folk Festival is a 501c3 organization. And if you'd like to help us out in our mission to continue bringing you great folk songs and great folk singers on the first Sunday of the month, then please either visit our website, greenwichvillagefolkfestival.org. You can see donation information where you can mail a check or donate online. Or if you're watching now on Facebook and YouTube, I'm sure you'll see in the little chat column some links that you can make your donation. And every dollar helps. It helps keep us going, helps keep the archives alive, and helps support these performers as well. So it's greatly appreciated, and I want to thank everybody who has donated so far tonight. We are live. I am actually not in Greenwich Village. Yes, this is a green screen. Of course, you figured that out, right? But we're celebrating the spirit of the community, and the next set of performers. Actually, before I do that, I just want to mention, and I want to give a little shout out, because as I'm talking about community, I love to look at the chat feature in YouTube and Facebook, and I see so many faces and names that join us every month. People like Neil and Susan and Robert and Catman Bill, Joni, and so many others as well that Phil, James. You folks are great, and I know you have a little chat going on between each other, which is wonderful, and that's what this music is about. And this music is inspiring, and this next set of artists, well, it's more than just songs. It's sometimes just sitting back and watching a virtuoso play their instrument. And we have three such artists in this next set. We're going to start off with, I believe this was from the very first online Greenwich Village Folk Festival in July of 2020. A man who's been around the Greenwich Village scene since the 1940s when he was just a wee little one, but studying at the knees of some great performers and part of that whole scene. His name, Happy Traum.
Those days in the village that were such an incredible part of my growing up, my musical life, all the people that I met there. And among those people was, as many of you know, Dave Van Ronk, who was kind of the mayor of Greenwich Village, or the mayor of McDougal Street, as he was called. And I know many of the older folks of us that are here knew Dave. So I was thinking about what to do tonight for this Greenwich Village Folk Festival, and I thought maybe I would do a song that we all learned from Dave. He did it peerlessly, of course. It was originally a Texas prison song that was picked up by Eric von Schmidt in Cambridge. And Eric took it and sort of reworked it and made it into a kind of a blues. It didn't start out being a blues, but Eric kind of made it into a blues and then taught it to Dave. And Dave took it and did kind of the definitive version of this. So let's see if I could do something with it myself. He was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. Never had no money to pay for his fine. He was a friend of mine. He died on the road. He died on the road. Just a poor boy carrying a heavy load. Was a friend of mine. was just a poor boy. He was a long way from home. He was a friend of mine. Was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. Never had no money to pay for his fine. He was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine.
I'll play you a song that I wrote for one of my heroes, homage to most famous folk singer of the 30s and 40s, Josh White, a fellow South Carolinian. So here's some South Carolina music coming by way of the Ozarks, where I am right now, and for Josh White. Josh White was a natural man, held a plug nickel in the palm of his hand. He raised it up like a glass to his eye. What he saw through the nickel made the natural man cry. Lord, 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 this morning made a natural man cry. Then through the nickel a vision arose. He saw an actor in the jungle with a bone in his nose. He saw a maid in an apron with a Hollywood grin. Heard a singer at the back door slamming again. Lord, 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 he heard the back door slamming again. High upon a mountain sat the Lord and the natural man. Oh, Josh White got the gift of song, but he never saw the promised land. He never saw the promised land. So Josh White laid the nickel down. He put his hands in his pockets and he strolled into town. He looked to the left and over to the right, but he couldn't find a place to spend his money that night. Lord, 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 he sure want to spend some money tonight. Yeah, he ran to the hotel, dollar in hand, but they wouldn't take $1 from no colored man. He said, it's getting mighty late, mister, where can I go? He said, now play me a tune, I'll let you sleep on the floor. Lord, 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 Josh White asleep on the floor. High upon the mountain sat the Lord and the natural man. Oh, Josh White got the gift of song, but he never saw the promised land. He never saw the promised land. way up yonder where the angels are found. All the blood from his fingers stained the heavenly ground. There ain't nothing to do but to do what you do. And you do it till they roll a stone over you. Lord, 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 don't let them roll a stone over you. High up on a mountain sat the Lord and the natural man. Oh, Joshua got the gift of song, but he never saw the promised land. High up on a mountain, I heard a coal black angel sing. And I bet a plug nickel if he came back tomorrow, it wouldn't change a goddamn thing. I bet it wouldn't change a goddamn thing. Oh, oh, oh. Woo, Joshua.
Yowza! Yowza!
Thank you very much.
When I found out W.C. Handy, the W.C. stands for William Christopher, which is my name as well. So I thought, okay, now I know what I'm supposed to do. Come with me, I'll guarantee you the best time you ever had. Ain't no hurt, don't you worry, I ain't evil, I'm just bad. Do you have a taste for danger? Suits me if you do. Come on, baby, don't call me stranger, I'm just like you. If you listen to your mama, you won't never have no fun. I ain't denying, yeah, she's been trying, oh, but she can't see how it's done. Those little shivers are the flavor of everything she don't understand. Come on, baby, do yourself a favor, take my hand. If they ask you who you been with, just tell them you ain't got no clue. And if they wonder where you going, just tell them they'll know as soon as you do. Inside out is my direction, where and why don't matter, that's for sure. Come on, baby, feel that infection, I'm your cure. 'Cause if you get no satisfaction, well, you can always go back home again. But if you never check out this action, yes, you can always wonder just what might have been. now, cool and steady. Keep your head up, don't be shy. Come on, baby, I think you're ready. So am I. I think you're ready. So am I. Songs my mother would have hated, right?
Oh, I think she'd loved it. Come on. That's Chris Smither, and that was a performance from February of 2022. And by the way, Chris Smither this Thursday will be appearing at the Freight and Salvage, which I believe is in Berkeley, California, if I'm not mistaken. And also has a great new album out called All About the Bones. 79 years old, going strong and making some great music. As is Jack Williams. That was a performance from December of 2020. And we start with Happy Traum, going back to the very first Greenwich Village Folk Festival, July of 2020. And some amazing guitarists there. Some great songs as well, of course. And we hope you're enjoying it. I'm Ron Olesko. This is the Greenwich Village Folk Festival 4th anniversary show for July of 2024. And we're going to do another special next month. And then we'll be back in September on Labor Day weekend, September 1st. We will be back with our start of our 5th season. We've also got plans for the months to follow, including another Phil Oakes Song Night in October. And I'll tell you who some of those performers are going to be a little bit later on. Again, I want to thank everybody who's been donating to the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. You folks are what keeps this wonderful event going each month. And we're going to do a set of songs from some performers who are, well, not your typical singer-songwriters. And that's
Hey, Ron.
Oh my God, who is that? A voice from the ether. Is that Rod McDonald?
It certainly is.
Oh.
Hey, Ron.
Hey,
I'm going
Rod.
to turn my computer on and show you where I am.
Okay.
See if you can see this.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Crater Lake National Park.
That's not New Jersey, is it? Okay. Wow, that is beautiful. I'm amazed that you're able to get us video and audio from there.
I'm amazed too. It took a little effort, but I couldn't miss it for anything. How you doing? You doing good? Having a good time?
We're having a good time here tonight. Yeah, some great music. I was telling everybody about the songs that you selected, and just wonderful. I mean, it's really a tribute to you and Ray and everybody who's put this festival together. The diversity of artists that you've chosen, some old friends, meeting some new people, and the wonderful community that is joining us. I was talking before about everybody who's listening on Folk Music Notebook, watching on Facebook, and watching on YouTube. It's a great little gathering we have on the first Sunday of the month. And I'm sorry you couldn't be with us in person tonight, but well, I guess you are from your family vacation.
I probably won't be here long. I'm at about 7,200 feet, I think. And I don't imagine the signal's going to be very steady. But Ron, let me just say that thanks so much for what you just said, but don't forget yourself. You're a big part of what has made this festival really great in the last 4 years. And we thank you for your amazing contribution as well.
Well, thank you. I thank you for asking me to be part of this. It's something I look forward to this every month.
We're going to have to, it was very tough kind of to whittle down, to 24 songs from people. There's so many great songs that have been recorded in our shows and played. I think that,
I think we're losing you, Rod. I think I think the signal's breaking up.
I guess we're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Go. Carry on.
Okay, Rod. Thanks
Bye-bye.
for being with us. Rod McDonald, high in the mountains right now. And it's so good to see him and be part of this. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching this and if you have some memories of some favorite artists that you've seen perform, let us know. You can go to greenwichvillagefolkfestival.org. There's a contact information. You can send us some notes there, or just simply type something in the chat feature in either Facebook or YouTube. And next month we'll do it all again. That'll be on, let's see, look at my calendar. That'll be on August the 4th. So make your plans to join us, and every first Sunday of the month. All right. As I was saying before Rod joined us, one of the beauties of this festival is the diversity of music and styles. And I think this next set is really showing that to a beautiful degree. Rod called this set Different Strokes. And it's going to start with an old favorite of ours, the one and only Professor Louie.
This is one written by a good friend of mine, Kevin Doherty, with my own arrangement. Helping him out here is not that he needs a lot, but tune called, let's see what it's called here. Baby Loves the Boogie. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Yes, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, I love my baby when the boogie shoes is on. She says she likes my style, I tell her I'm her man. She says she likes my style, I tell her I'm her man. Well, I try to be a man as often as I can. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Yes, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, I love my baby when her boogie shoes is on. The inflation verse. And we ain't got no dough, we got no place to go. We ain't got no dough, we got no place to go. Well, I love my baby when she starts to boogie down real slow. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Yes, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, I love my baby when her boogie shoes is on. Well, now get those shoes back on your feet. I love you, baby, but I need my sleep. You run my rock, you rock my roll, but if you don't start the boogie, you're gonna put me down a hole all night long. Well, I love my baby when her boogie shoes is on. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, I love my baby when her boogie shoes is on. Well, now baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Oh, baby loves the boogie, and she loves the boogie all night long. Well, I love my baby when her boogie shoes are on.
I try to look for all the grades, like Charlie Parker, Duke Ellington, Miles. And when I get to Jacko, I was like, wow, this guy's so cool, so groovy. I want to groove on the harp. How can I groove? So I started watching his videos. I started, trying to imitate his playing, and that's for me so much that I wrote this tune dedicated to Jacko, and this is titled For Jacko. Thank you so much.
This song was actually written in the honor of the late President Hippolyte Florville of Haiti. This was the late 1800s. And it is said that he was traveling to a part of the island called Jacmel. Now, to get to Jacmel, you can't get there by car. You've got to go there by horseback. So he had his entourage with him. They're riding on a beautiful day. The sun is shining. There's no breeze, but something odd happens. His Panama tombé. His hat fell off and onto the ground. And those who know about Haitian folklore and Haiti, that's a very bad omen. If on a still day, your hat has fallen on the ground for no reason at all, probably would have been a good idea for him to turn around and go back home. But no, he continued to Jacmel. And true story, shortly after he did die of a heart attack. But in true Haitian fashion, Haiti took this as an opportunity to write this amazing song that really galvanizes and gets the country singing together. So this is called Panamam Tombe, which means my hat is fallen. And you'll hear him, he says, Panamam Tombe, Sakide Ramaseli pour moi. Whoever's in the back, would you please pick up my hat for me? This is Panamam Tombe. Mwen sorti la ville Jacmel, mwen prale la vallée. En arrivant Kafumbene, Panama mwen tombe. Mwen sorti la ville Jacmel, mwen prale la vallée. En arrivant Kafumbene, Panama mwen tombe chante, Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe saki deye, ramase li mwen, Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe saki deye, ramase li mwen. Mwen sorti la ville Jacmel, mwen prale la vallée. En arrivant Kafumbene, Panama mwen tombe. Mwen sorti la ville Jacmel, mwen prale la vallée. En arrivant Kafumbene, Panama mwen tombe. Chante Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe. Panama mwen tombe saki deye, ramase li mwen. Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe, Panama mwen tombe saki deye, ramase li mwen. Mwen di kote Panama mwen, ramase li bon mwen. Mwen di kote Panama mwen, ramase li bon mwen. Mwen di kote Panama mwen, ramase li bon mwen. Panama mwe, Rama seliba mwe, Panama mwe, Panama mwe, Kote Panama mwe, Panama mwe, Tombe sakideye, Rama selibu mwe, Panama mwe, Panama mwe, Panama mwe, Tombe, Panama mwe, Tombe sakideye, Rama selibu, chante, Panama mwe, Tombe, Panama mwe, Tombe, oh, Panama mwe, Tombe sakideye, Rama selibu mwe, Panama mwe, oh, Panama mwe, Tombe, Panama mwe, Tombe sakideye, Rama selibu mwe. Merci en pile. Thank you.
Well, I am certainly going to take better care of my hat from now on after that song. That was Dan and Claudia Zanes and a performance that they gave on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival in September of 2022. Edmar Castaneda. That was April of 2022 with that performance. Just incredible. And Professor Louis, July of 2023. You know, I noticed during his performance and also earlier when we heard Tom Chapin, I was looking at the background and I remembered in July of last year when we did the show, we did it live from the Common Ground on the Hill in Maryland. And by the way, they're going to be having their annual Common Ground on the Hill Roots Music and Arts Festival this coming July. July 13th from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. in McDaniel College. CommonGroundOnTheHill.org is their website for more information. This is the Greenwich Village Folk Festival 4th anniversary show. July of 2020, we launched with our very first live performance. We've been continuing ever since, and it's thanks to the help of great folks like you. You know, when we started this, it was because the pandemic was going on. Artists couldn't perform, everything was closed, they couldn't tour. So this was a way to help artists stay in front of the public, make a little money, you know, maybe just grocery bills, but you know, it certainly helped. And it helped us to create this community that gathers every month to watch these shows. And we're still going. The pandemic is, well, depending on who you talk to, it's, you know, obviously everything's open again. Artists are touring, and it's getting a little harder for them to commit to being with us on Sundays, but so many of them do. And there's so many wonderful new artists that are emerging that we want to bring to this stage as well. But we can only do it with your help. So please, if you're able to, there is that tip jar. You can go to the website, greenwichvillagefolkfestival.org, to make your donation, or looking in the chat feature, I'm sure there'll be links to the tip jar there. And there's also online, you can mail it to us, can mail us a check. We are a 501c3 organization. In fact, let me give you the mailing address. If you'd rather donate by mail, you can make out a check to the Greenwich Village Folk Festival and mail it to the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, Post Office Box 234, Jeffersonville, New York, zip code 12748. Again, that's Greenwich Village Folk Festival, Post Office Box 234, Jeffersonville, New York, zip code 12748. And we thank you so much. We appreciate this. We enjoy doing this every month. And, you know, but it does cost to keep the website going, to keep the archives going, to help the performers, to help the tech crew, and you know, to help each of us, because this really brings music into our hearts every month. One of the things I love about the Greenwich Village Folk Festival is not only is it like a monthly variety show, usually 8 to 10 artists that we feature each month, but we've also done some incredible theme nights, if you'd call them that, tributes to people like Dave Van Ronk, Christine Lavin on her birthday. We also had shows for Phil Oakes and Tom Paxton on his birthday, Bob Dylan, Music to Life, and so much more. It's been fun presenting these special theme shows, And we're going to have another Phil Oakes Song Night. It'll be on October the 8th. You can mark your calendar. And you've been a good audience, so I'm going to let you know. Let's get a little closer here. Don't tell everybody yet. But performers will include Phil Odgers, who has done this incredible album. He's an English artist, but he's done an incredible album of Phil Oakes songs. Chris Matthews, Joe Jenks, Greg Greenway, Reggie Harris, Sharon Katz, Pat Wichter, and Emma's Revolution. And once again, Sonny Oakes will be co-hosting this incredible night. That'll be Phil Oakes Song Night on Sunday, October the 6th. There, let you in on a little secret. Well, let's take a little sampling of some of these tribute shows that we've done. We're going to start with a Phil Oakes Song Night from last year. And here is Canadian singer-songwriter Zach Stevenson.
Sit by my side, come as close as the air, share in a memory of gray, and wander in my words, dream about the pictures that I play with changes. Scenes of my young years were warm in my mind, visions of shadows that shine, till one day I returned and found they were the victims of the vines of changes. Green leaves of summer turn red in the fall, to brown and to yellow they fade, and then they have to die, trapped within the circle time parade of changes. The world spinning madly, it drifts in the dark, swings through a hollow of haze, a race around the stars, a journey through the universe ablaze with changes. Moments of magic will glow in the night. All fears of the forest are gone. But when the morning breaks, they're swept away by golden drops of dawn with changes. Passions will part to a strange melody, as fires will sometimes burn cold, like petals in the wind. We're puppets to the silver strings of souls of changes. Your tears will be trembling, now we're somewhere else. One last cup of wine we will pour, and I'll kiss you one more time and leave you on the rolling river shores of changes. So sit by my side, come as close as the air, sharing a memory of gray, and wander in my words. Dream about the pictures that I play of changes. Hey, thank you very much.
Whose garden was this? It must have been lovely. Did it have flowers? I've seen pictures of flowers, and I'd love to smell one. Whose river was this? You say it ran freely. Blue was its color. I've seen blue in some pictures, and you tell me you've been there. Tell me again, I need to know. The forests had trees, the meadows were green, the oceans were blue, and birds really flew. Can you swear that was true? Whose gray sky was there? Or was it a blue one? At night there were breezes. I've heard records of breezes, and you tell me you felt one. Oh, tell me again, I need to know. The forests had trees, the meadows were green, the oceans were blue, and birds really flew. Can you swear that was true? Whose garden was this?
Farewell, Angelina, the bells of the crown are being stolen by bandits. I must follow the sound. The triangle tingles and the trumpets play slow. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is on fire and I must go. There's no need for anger, there's no need for blame. There's nothing to prove, everything's still the same. Just a table standing empty by the edge of the sea means farewell, Angelina. The sky is trembling and I must leave. The Jack and the Queen have forsaked the courtyard. 52 gypsies now file past the guard. In the space where the deuce and the ace once ran wild. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is folding, I'll see you in a while. See the cross-eyed pirates sit perched in the sun, shooting tin cans with a sawed-off shotgun. And the neighbors each blast. But farewell, Angelina. The sky's changing color, and I must leave fast. King Kong, little elves on the rooftops they dance. Valentino type tangos while the makeup man's hands shut the eyes of the dead, not to embarrass anyone. But farewell, Angelina. The sky is embarrassed, and I must be gone. The machine guns are roaring, and the puppets heave rocks, and the fiends nail time bombs to the hands of the clocks. Call me any name you like, I will never deny it. But farewell, Angelina. The sky is erupting, I must go where it's quiet. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for a great night. Thanks, Christine.
And that was Alice Howe and Freebo from May 2021 when we were doing a Bob Dylan special tribute on his birthday. And I just love that song. And I also love Kathy Mattea, who did a version of Tom Paxton's Whose Garden Was This? That was from January of 2023. We had a little Tom Paxton birthday party here on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. Tom was with us that night as well, and so many of his friends. And Zach Stevenson from last year's Phil Oakes Song Night. And isn't it incredible how much he sounds like Phil Oakes? He's also a wonderful songwriter as well. And he's done also programs about Buddy Holly. There's a slight resemblance there as well. And just, he's an amazing performer. But anyway, just a reminder, Sunday, October 6th, mark your calendar, another Phil Oakes Song Night here on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival. Well, we're getting close to the end of this month's edition. And again, I want to thank everybody who's been watching. Also, some great suggestions. Joni, I just saw a suggestion you typed. Yeah, we'll give it a try. You never know. But anybody out there, if you have any requests for artists that you would like to see on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, or next month when we do our next version of our highlights from the past 4 years, if there's a memorable performance that we haven't been able to share tonight, let us know. Go to greenwichvillagefolkfestival.org. There's a contact form there. You can write to us, and we'll take your suggestions. We really appreciate your feedback. And of course, again, thank you to everybody who's donated to our tip jar. You folks are incredible. You keep this going. You know, as we were saying before, the Greenwich Village Folk Festival online version started in July of 2020. And it was because of the pandemic. Nobody was able to go to shows. Everything was closed. Artists couldn't tour. So this began as a way to keep artists' work out in front of the public. And we've had so many artists who have appreciated us and have come back and continue to do this festival. And more new artists that are also joining us. And you folks out there have been writing to us to let us know that you've enjoyed. And we want to continue doing this. And we hopefully we can. As someone mentioned, COVID seems to be surging again. I was at a festival last week. I saw a lot of people wearing masks, which at first surprised me. But then I heard a number of people came down with COVID after the festival. So be careful. Don't do anything silly out there. You know, it's not over yet. Get your shots. Sorry, that's my little personal soapbox there. But I want to see you all back here next month because we have more great music coming. As we do in this next set, our final set for this month, and it features some good friends of the festival, starting with this gentleman who he's appeared as a solo artist. He's appeared with his musical partner, Robin Bateau, and it's none other than David Buskin.
It's so weird playing while you watch yourself. All the religion I need is in my dog's eyes. When it struck me, I was not in the least surprised. 'Cause it's behind those glistening pools the heart of the mystery lies. The religion I need is in my dog's eyes. How naked the need, how deep the compassion. With mute understanding, he picks up on my mood. He says, Dave, I know you're lost sometimes, but you're trying, and you'll do the right thing. At the moment, that's food. All the religion I need is in my dog's eyes. It's the cosmic spark wrapped up in a fur disguise. And it's behind those glistening pools the heart of the mystery lies. The religion I need is in my dog's eyes. Sometimes he looks back, my run is his walking. His expression is asking, how come you're so slow? If it's 'cause you're missing 2 legs, I feel for you, buddy. In some future lifetime, you'll do better, I know. And all the religion I need is in my dog's eyes. 'Cause when bipeds preach, I get urges to pulverize. And it's behind those glistening pools the heart of the mystery lies. The religion I need is in my dog's eyes. His time, it has no boundaries. His thoughts, they have no name. The moment is his one reality. Joyful in reunion and stoical in pain. And always seeks the best in me. How much more godlike can you be? When it struck me, I was not in the least surprised. It is behind those glistening pools the heart of the mystery lies. The religion I need is in my dog's eyes. The religion I need is in my dog's eyes. All the religion I need.
Did that. Please give a big hand to the wonderful, the one and only Christine Lavin.
Funny. Oh, what's your bad self? I hope my songs don't ruin all the good juju she said about me. Here we go. Here comes hurricane season. Everybody getting scared. Worrying about the nimbus and the cumulus clouds gathering up there. National Hurricane Center has released the latest set of names they will use to designate the season's hurricanes. Me, got a problem. The names are never scary enough. Hurricane shouldn't sound friendly. Hurricane should sound tough. Hurricane Floyd, remember him? He scared no one away. Makes me think of Andy Griffith even to this day. So let's throw out that silly list of friendly names that won't be missed, and instead use my names for hurricanes. For the letter A, aggravation. B, Bladine. C, Hurricane Catastrophe. Hurricane Damnation. Ooh, sounds mean. Hurricane Explosion. Hurricane Frightenisha. Ooh. Hurricane Guillotina. Hurricane Halitosia. That sounds awfully disgusting, too. Hurricane Insania. Hurricane Judge Judy. Hurricane Kaboom Boom. Hurricane Lawsutia / jury duty. Hurricane Malevolencia. Hurricane Nastique. Hurricane Oucha. Hurricane Pyromania. Quagmira. Hurricane Shriek. Hurricane Tormenta. Hurricane Under Tuwanda makes me nervous. Hurricane Vomitrina. Hurricane Rathalina. Ooh, that would shake up the weather service. Hurricane Xena Princess no, she was too nice. How about Hurricane Xenophobet? Hurricane Yikes! Hurricane Zombulimia. Heed my warning, I'm not done yet. Hurricanes are mean. Hurricanes are scary. Don't name them Dean. Don't name them Larry. Don't name them Tanya. Don't name them Bill. Hurricanes will wound ya. Hurricanes will kill them. Here's a fact easy to remember. Hurricane season starts June 1st, ends the 30th of November. But now they can hit any time of the year. Thanks to climate change, we're always in fear. Hurricanes are scary, hurricanes are mean. Should have names like Pugnacia, Agonine, names like Cadavra, names like Deathretta. Chances are good you would never forget a hurricane with a name like that. If she came to your neighborhood and squashed it flat. By the way, a hurricane and a typhoon are the same damn storm. Form over oceans when the water is warm. And I think they should go back to naming hurricanes only after women. Shouldn't name them after men. Think about it. From space, a hurricane is soft and swirly, like a ballerina, all graceful and girly. But tornadoes, on the other hand, are tall and strong and shaped like a man. But they never hold the shape for all that long. So I say name tornadoes after men. Is that so wrong? I wrote that song 11 years ago.
This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, through the workshop of a luthier. Now it's on loan to me, and it's good company after dinner. And it fits my hands just fine, but someday another singer with a pair of hands like mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in its strings, and sing stronger, braver words than I could ever sing. And folks are gonna love it, of this I'm almost sure, so I'll take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along, may it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. And I still love my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I count myself lucky to have been born inside it. And I'm grateful for the rights others struggled hard to win. You can be sure I'm gonna fight when they try and take them back again. Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. The words they said still reach us, just like you're teaching me here today. And it might not be out loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I borrowed it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Seems these days we're in a hurry to grab up all that's left to use, putting patents on discovery, making seeds that don't reproduce. If our vision is so narrow, seeing only bought and sold, we'll end up like the pharaohs, buried with their gold. We've all pushed this thing along, we've all been guided by our fear, but the river sings a song we've gotta be quieter to hear. It's in every child's face, new and hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place, 'cause we're borrowing it from them. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along, pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along.
Well, I don't know about you, but I can't think of a better song to end this month's edition of the Greenwich Village Folk Festival with. Scott Cook, this guitar, pass it along. And that's what we've been doing every month since July of 2020. On the first Sunday of the month, we've gathered here. Now, I know I'm looking at the chat feature in YouTube and Facebook tonight. I see some names that I see joining us every month, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate that. And also see some new faces that have joined us, and I hope you'll continue to come back. And just a reminder, if you've missed any of this program or any of our past shows, they're all available on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival YouTube page. We've archived all of these programs, and it's literally been a who's who of the world of folk and acoustic music of this current era. Tonight, just let me run down from the top of all the artists that we heard. 24 of them. Noel Stuckey, Cozy Sheridan, Josh White Jr., the Fox Run 5, Ash and Eric, Miles and Mafali, Tom Chapin, Suzanne Vega, the late Tom Prasado Rao, Deirdre McCullough, Flamey Grant, Mad Agnes, Happy Traum, Jack Williams, Chris Smither, Professor Louie, Edmar Castaneda, Dan and Claudia Zanes, Zach Stevenson, Kathy Matea, Alice Howen Freebo, David Buskin, Christine Lavin, and Scott Cook. You tell me a better festival out there. To see all of these artists from different generations coming together with all of you and all of us on Sunday nights. It's been great. Well, mark your calendar. We'll be back on September 1st, Labor Day weekend, with another highlight show. I'm not calling it best of because there are just too many best of moments. It's going to be a high. Oh, I'm sorry. August 1st. I'm ahead of my time. You know that. We'll do the highlight show on August. No, wait a minute. August 4th. I got to get a better calendar. August 4th will be our next show. And September 1st will be our first live show of the new season, season 5. And then October 8th, we'll be back with the Phil Oakes Song Night and more months to come. And again, thanks to everybody who's donated. GreenwichVillageFolkFestival.org is our website. You can find a way to donate there as well. We really appreciate your help and your support to keep this going. And we hope to be with you many more months. I'd like to give a very big thank you to John Ziola, who has been our engineer tonight, who has done an incredible job playing all these videos. Rod McDonald, who edited all of these videos together for us. And also the co-producer of the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, Ray Mysick. Andrea Klosky, who does some incredible work for us. And all the other techs who have been with us throughout the years. I know I'll forget somebody if I start naming them all, but all of these artists and all these performances over the past 4 years has been because of the work of a lot of people. I want to thank them for allowing us to go into their homes to share their music, and to all of you for allowing us to go into your homes to enjoy this festival together. I'm Ron Olesko, and by the way, if you want to hear more of me, I don't know why you'd want that, but I'm going to be on WFDU-FM and also folkmusicnotebook.com starting at 10 p.m. tonight for another 3 hours of show. My voice holds up. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful month. And remember, wherever you go, make sure you carry a song in your heart. See you on August 4th. Have a good night, everybody.